I mean,
like I said, I can't go based off of that. I gotta go based off of what I've seen. I think Justin Herbert is better than Russell Wilson right now.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Balls Your Face podcast. I'm Christian Rivera.
It's your boy Josh Ramos.
I'm Azir Hernandez.
Guys, wheels or doors?
You know what it is, bro. It's wheels. Psych is doors.
Nah, you're tripping. It's wheels.
It's wheels?
It's wheels.
What do you think?
All right, so I was looking at my house. I was literally counting every door that I have, you know, garage. So like the big garage door, does that count as a door? Like the one that
I guess, but there's wheels on it.
Yo, I didn't even think about it. There's
and our sliding door here in the studio has wheels on it. That's one door for two wheels.
So I didn't even think about that. You see, no, because what I noticed, I was looking at, all right, so I have a TV stand. At the bottom, there's wheels. So there's 4 wheels on that. I have a chair in my room. It has like 6 wheels on it. So like I didn't even think about those. And then on top of that, I have another chair that has wheels. My mom's office has wheels.
Now
Like
we have to clarify though. So like your TV stand, I'm sure it has cabinet drawers, right? Cabinet doors.
But does a cabinet drawer count as a door?
No,
I
not
wouldn't
a drawer.
count a
You're saying
drawer.
a
A door.
I don't know.
Like
You see,
cabinets
that's
in
why
the house that swing open.
You
Because I think
can't say a cabinet drawer counts as a door because then you could say like the hood of a car counts as a door.
yeah, exactly.
Nah, but that's different though.
But a cabinet door has like a handle. It has a hinge that you can swing it open and close it like a door.
Do the hinges count as wheels?
All right, but like I have a
No, but the hinge don't have a wheel.
I have a
The hinge don't have a wheel on a
It's
cabinet
like
door.
is a Pop-Tart a ravioli?
No.
Why?
What's a ravioli? What's the definition?
does that have to be
it-
hot?
Well, is a Hot Pocket a sandwich?
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, a hot dog is a sub.
No, a hot dog is a sandwich.
No, it's a sub.
So what's a sub?
A sub is
It's a sandwich.
Is a bread.
Yeah,
Sub
got
is a
you.
sandwich, but a sub itself is a sub.
But what is that? Okay, a sub is a sandwich.
No, but a sub is like it's like bread like opened up to enclose something inside, but a sandwich is like stuff stacked on top of each other to enclose to make a sandwich.
So doors or wheels? No.
Doors or wheels?
I got doors.
Azil?
I can't pick.
So think about it, our house doesn't have a lot of doors. But think about a mansion. I think a mansion has more doors than wheels. How many rooms they have, you know?
But okay,
But what about like mini replica cars? They have wheels and doors.
okay.
Like not Hot Wheels, but like a regular car. Like you can go again and see.
So we're counting car doors then.
Yeah, that's a door.
That's a door. What is a door?
I feel like a door is a door that has a handle and opens
So
and closes.
I feel like the trunk would be more of a door than the hood. Because you said the hood of a car.
I didn't say the hood of a car. He said the hood of a car. But he used it as an example to not use a hood.
Yeah.
So we can't use the trunk.
A hood is a latch. That's like a lid.
door.
That's like saying the top of a water bottle.
Yeah,
is
but technically the hood of a car is the door to the engine.
All right, well, today's episode is going to be
yeah.
wheels or doors.
No, but for real, a lot of stuff has happened in the past 2 weeks and the NFL. So Josh, you want to let us know what happened?
Yeah, man. So pretty much we're just going to be going over all the free agency acquisitions that have been going on. A lot of craziness has been transpired in the past 2 weeks. And obviously the biggest one we're going to talk about is Russell Wilson's line to Denver. So what's your takes on just to clarify, it was a trade. They traded away Russell Wilson. They got
They got a pretty
got
decent
2
haul
first
back.
round picks. I think 2 third round picks.
They got some thirds. They got Drew
Noah
Lock,
Fant
which,
and
I
Drew
And
Lock.
how much is left on his contract?
He just reconsidered his deal like last year because there were rumors of him going to New York because he needed a contract. So
The
I think it's
Giants?
about a 3. Yeah, because Sierra is an artist, obviously.
Yeah, they
and
just
Oh,
what they're
from
gonna
New
do
York.
is that
Sierra.
anytime like that, they're gonna link.
No.
They're gonna link your significant other to a big city.
Does she live in
and
New
stuff.
York?
Well, she's a star though. I mean, she's
yeah, it's like the market for
What
her
if she
is
doesn't
better.
like New York though?
They were saying the market for her is better, and it was rumored because before
So Denver's better? No.
So okay,
well, that's
ju-
what I was gonna get into.
just to walk through Russell Wilson's, like, it was rumored last year before this past season that he was going to go somewhere else.
LA?
He and his team put out 3 teams or 4 teams that he would like to get traded to.
so that's
New York was on that list.
Mhm.
so I'm surprised that he got traded because he's been in Seattle for so long, but
Yeah.
I'm not shocked because, like you said,
did he get drafted by Seattle?
yeah, he had that list and everything, and like it's like he's saying that he wants to be there, and I feel like he did want to be there, but last year, like you saw him play, and like he was injured, and the team wasn't as good, and like it seemed like his heart wasn't in it. So like
no, but he started off on fire, and then once he got his finger injured, he was out
but
for
I'm saying
4
like
games.
I'm saying like even when he got injured, but he came back, it looked like he didn't even want to be there anymore, and the team wasn't as good as they were.
How could you say you're committed to a team and then before the season you're like, yeah, you can trade me here?
That's
here.
exactly
like,
what I'm saying. Like I feel like as the season went on and obviously the team wasn't doing good, he got injured. Like it goes back to how he felt in the offseason where he wasn't really, his heart really wasn't even in it as much as, and it showed on the field. It did show, and that's how I saw it. But because like you said on that list, like they linked him to New York and everything. I know you said Los Angeles, but I mean, the Chargers, they had Herbert, and obviously they ended up getting Stafford. So they had other stuff in the works, but I don't know. It's just I don't know if I would say that Denver is a bigger market than Seattle. Like to me, if anything, it seems more.
I feel like it's the same.
That's what I'm saying. It seems more lateral. If we're just talking about market wise,
yeah, just talking about market.
It seems more like a lateral move in that aspect to me.
Because when you go to the team itself, Denver's team is built very well. They're just missing literally just a quarterback.
That's the difference.
They drafted 2 receivers 2 years ago, Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler. They have Cortland Sutton, who is like a hidden gem that came out of nowhere.
Yep.
So they already have the receivers there. They have a decent offensive line because then now they drafted a running back last year who was actually balling last year.
Javonte Williams.
He's a bowling ball, bro.
Yo,
like,
that
he
man
just runs through everybody.
I saw that was a game that Melvin Gordon didn't play. That man was running through everybody, and they couldn't even stop him. Like it was crazy. So imagine, I mean, Melvin Gordon's a free agent right now. If he don't resign, he's anywhere, bro.
And literally, they just had no quarterback. Like Drew Lock is just not. He's not it.
And they had
Teddy Bridgewater last year.
I mean, Teddy Bridgewater. He's a definition of good, not great. Like it was. That's the main thing. He was basically a game manager. And if you could get someone like Russell Wilson that, I mean, he likes to fling it. If he could fling it to Jerry Jeudy or you see Cortland Sutton running down, that could be a dangerous offense.
Yeah. And the main reason why I bring up KJ Hamler too is because when you look at what Tyler Lockett did in that offense, like he was just a go route.
Yeah.
He'll throw it down the field and Tyler would take it.
50-yard bomb.
KJ is very similar to that. He doesn't have the same speed, but I feel like with all those receivers, bro, it's like who you're going to guard, like who you're going to spend most of your attention to. He'll be like the third receiver that's not really focused on. So
and then Jeudy in the slot. Last year, Jeudy he had an ankle sprain, but he came back, ended off the season a little slow. I think you're gonna see full potential of what Jerry Jeudy can be. How he was at Alabama, how he was obviously he's coming out. Didn't they say he was one of the best route runners that have come out in a while?
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, his first year he was solid. Last year he was injured, so I feel like now you're gonna see that full potential of what he can be.
My thing is all this talk, and the best part of their team is their defense, like hands down. Like they had like literally like a top 10 defense, and they weren't even that good. Like it was because they couldn't put up any points. So I feel like once you have automatically when you have a good offense, it makes your defense better. Because what does that do? That gives your defense more time to rest while your offense has the ball, goes down and put up points. Defense plays way better with the lead than versus being down, you know? So literally that team is like, they kept saying like, oh, they're a quarterback away from being this and that. I'm not going to say that they're a Super Bowl contender. I'm not going to say that. I feel like they literally just didn't even make it to the playoffs last year. I don't know. I can say they'll make it to the playoffs, but I'm not going to say like they're Super Bowl contenders right off rip.
I'm comfortable saying that. Like if you're making a move like trading for Russell Wilson, it's because like you said, everything else on the team is solid and you're just missing that quarterback. And they do have a tough division, and obviously the Chargers have made their own moves. You still got the Chiefs. And obviously the Raiders made the playoffs last year. But you're trading for Russell Wilson. He's been there. He won before. He's been to another Super Bowl. You're making that move to put yourself in that position. I feel like they are. I know it's gonna be tough, but I think it's gonna be them and the Chiefs battling for first in that division.
But if you think about it, like Russell Wilson hasn't done that much in a while, bro. Like, okay, when
was the last time he won a Super Bowl?
Was the Super Bowl he won against the Broncos, and then the following year when he played against the Patriots. Ever since that moment,
shout out Malcolm Butler.
And they talk about it. They talk about it though. Literally, ever since that moment, downhill. Like the Legion of Boom was gone, like slowly like disappearing. And then the Seahawks itself, like they'll make it to the playoffs, but they'll lose every year, like literally every year. So people got questions, you know, people got questions if he can really carry them to that next step. Because once again, like the Broncos, don't get me wrong, like they look like they're well ran, but we still haven't even seen them in the playoffs since they won the Super Bowl. The Broncos literally haven't made the playoffs since they won the Super Bowl. And that was when Peyton retired. So It'll be interesting though, for sure. But just keeping it on the quarterback market itself, another big acquisition. Well, not really much change, but it was a big story. Aaron Rodgers signing an extension with Green Bay. There was all this talks about him going somewhere else and finding a new home. Him going to Denver.
Yeah, that was the link because
that was a rumor.
The head coach Nathaniel Hackett, he was the coordinator for Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, and a lot of people thought he specifically got brought on to recruit Aaron Rodgers because Rodgers liked him a lot, and obviously they went a different direction. But it's funny that you bring that up. So Jerry Jeudy, as soon as Aaron Rodgers signed the extension, he tweeted, he's like, "Oh, it's a sad day" or something. Like, he said something like that, and then as soon as like an hour later they trade for Russell Wilson, he's like, "Never mind, like today's gonna be good" or something. So like you said, chain reaction. How
I don't know. I feel like the biggest thing with that topic itself is like Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, like these past 3 years, I would say like the diva in him has really showed. In terms of the moment they drafted Jordan Love, the quarterback, and now you drafted a guy in the first round because you said, "Hey, we need a successor to Aaron Rodgers himself," and then right after that, you drafted Jordan Love. You already drafted Jordan Love, but then he comes out, does an MVP season. You guys lose. Then comes back, does another MVP season. And now you extended him for 4 years. So it's like, dude, you really wasted like a first round pick, a first round talent. Now you're just chilling on the bench. Are you really committing yourself to Aaron Rodgers with all the diva antics and all that stuff for another 4 years? Like,
so what was the contract? It was 4 year, what, 150, right?
He's the highest paid quarterback in the league.
150.
Highest paid quarterback in the league.
So
now.
my thing is, obviously, coming into last season, Rodgers and Devontae Adams, they posted like the last dance type thing, saying like it's gonna be the last dance. And obviously Rodgers just resigned, but Devontae's a free agent.
Yeah.
And he said that he's not gonna play under the tag.
So yeah, they actually franchise tagged him, so he's not a free agent, but
he said he's not playing under the tag.
Yeah, he said he's not playing under the tag. So because technically he's not free though.
Yeah,
he can't get signed by someone else. But that's looking, I don't know, man. They're gonna tie up so much salary in between those two players. That's like, yo, what are they gonna do with the rest of the team?
Do you think the Broncos would have been better off with Aaron Rodgers?
He's playing better than Russell Wilson, hands down.
So you think they could have been a Super Bowl contender?
I feel like they could have, and they definitely had the money to do so. People are saying that Aaron Rodgers didn't want that pressure. Like, think about it. Like, Aaron Rodgers is staying with the team that drafted him. He's staying comfortable with that team versus going somewhere else where the expectation is win a Super Bowl. Like, right away. When you look at it, Peyton Manning, he went to the Broncos and they were expecting to win the Super Bowl. They went to a Super Bowl and lost, and then he went back and won it. So, like, people are saying, like, he didn't want that heat, so he just stayed back with the Packers because what is he known to do? Have a good regular season and lose in the playoffs. So,
you see, I would have preferred Russell Wilson. And you said when was the last time Russell Wilson won? Aaron Rodgers has been longer since he won a Super Bowl. So, for me, I mean, Wilson is younger, so that's why I don't mind them going in that direction. But, I mean, either one, especially for Denver, if they would have gotten either one, which obviously, I mean, they had to give up a lot of capital and able to get Russell Wilson, but as long as they got one of them, I think it's a win for them either way.
Yeah. Another crazy thing I just want to slip in there. Those two quarterbacks are great and all, and they don't have more rings than Eli Manning. If you didn't watch that episode,
you know who does.
If you didn't watch that, make sure you go watch that. Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer. Just a small little shameless plug. But sticking it back into the AFC West itself, obviously the Chargers made a lot of moves. The Chargers acquired Khalil Mack, trading for Khalil Mack with, like, I believe a 5th round pick. And then also after making that acquisition, when you think they're not done, but when you think they're like close to being done, they acquired J.C. Jackson from, you guys would know, the Patriots.
I know.
He got a big payday.
Mr. Interception.
Yeah, but now that defense is looking scary, bro. Like, scary. What's your takes on it?
So, I mean, we're talking a lot about Russell Wilson. Obviously, the Chiefs are still there. So you think about those offenses that are, obviously, you know what the Chiefs are, but Denver potentially there. The way that they're trying to stop it is obviously with that defense. And obviously they got Bosa and they got Khalil Mack up front. And then in the secondary, they got Derwin James and Jackson. So, like, I don't know. And they made all those big moves, and I would still probably put them third. Like, I just
you put them behind Denver?
I would put them behind Denver. That's what I'm saying. I think the Chiefs are still going to be one.
Crazy.
It's a toss-up, but I would just go Denver.
Listen, last year, the Chargers were reeling, and they didn't have that. Their defense was there. It wasn't terrible, but like Justin Herbert's play was like top 10 easily. So I don't know. For me, like, they didn't do anything on the offensive side of the ball. They re-signed Mike Williams, which he's he went off last year. Like, it was crazy. And then obviously they still have Keenan Allen. They still have Austin Eckler. So that offense is still intact. And then just added two more crucial pieces to the defense. They're gonna be scary, bro. They're gonna be scary.
Justin Herbert took a leap from his rookie year. If he takes another leap, you said last year he was top 10, and I would agree he was definitely top 10. If he and there's no reason to believe that he can't, because he's a franchise quarterback. If he takes that leap to, let's say, top 3, you're talking about maybe in the MVP conversation, then I feel like then you might be the best team in that division, because you're right, they are stacked. But I just think Wilson's gonna have a bounce back year. Mahomes is gonna be Mahomes. Who knows? Mahomes might win an MVP next year too. So
I don't know, but you gotta think about it. You gotta factor in Denver just hired a new coach too. So it's like this is their first year working together and stuff like that. Versus the Chargers already have another year under their belt with Justin Herbert and stuff like that. So it's like just another year of continuity, and then they added talent. Like, bro,
I don't know, because you're talking about the Chargers defense. You see, it's a toss-up for me. It's still a toss-up between Denver's defense and the Chargers defense. I know the Chargers have the big names, but like, I don't know.
All right, so let's just say it out there right now. Who are you taking, like in order 1 through 4 in the AFC West? So obviously we have the Chiefs, we got the Broncos, we got who else? Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders, and why am I forgetting the team that the Chargers?
Yeah, I was listening to.
Oh, you forgot it.
Why am I forgetting?
But who are you taking in order? I'll go last.
I'll say Chiefs 1, Denver 2, Chargers 3, and Raiders 4. And honestly, like, I'm going through those rankings. That's probably how I rank their quarterbacks. And like, it sucks because I think Derek Carr, he's a really good quarterback. I think he's solid. I don't necessarily say he's great, but he's definitely, I feel like he's in the middle of good and great. And the fact that he's the worst quarterback in that division, that just tells you how stacked it is. So that's the order I would go with.
All right, who are you taking, Christian?
Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders.
Smart man, because that's exactly my order. But when I say that, it's more because, like, obviously the Chiefs have to stay 1 because they almost made it out of the AFC again. Until proven otherwise. Yeah. I remember when they were down on them when they were they started off like 2 and 3 or something.
Yeah, in the season they started off slow, and obviously like that's what I'm thinking about. They came back from that. So until proven otherwise, how you said, they're still gonna be number 1. Yeah. In my opinion.
So I can't put anyone above the Chiefs. And obviously going to the Chargers. Justin Herbert's a better quarterback than Russell Wilson until proven otherwise. That's how I feel. Russell Wilson, the way he ended off last season, bro, come on.
So we don't look at track record. I know it's what have you done for me lately, but
it's what have you done for me lately.
I think, like I said,
even if you grab the last 5 years, Russell Wilson hasn't done anything substantial to the point where you're like, yeah, that guy, like.
All right, but I mean, we're talking about a year 3 Justin Herbert, and I know, like I said last year, I think it's more of an anomaly. I think it was everything going into the season surrounding it that Russell Wilson really wasn't invested into the team. Whatever happened behind the scenes there, I mean,
like I said, I can't go based off of that. I got to go based off of what I've seen. I think Justin Herbert's better than Russell Wilson right now.
We'll see next year.
I just think he is until he proves me otherwise. You know, I could be Ian Crow about it later. But.
I firmly believe Wilson will be in the MVP conversation.
And then the
next year,
yeah, next year.
See, but he's always doing that, and then towards the end of the season, he falls off of it.
No,
not this past year, but the previous year, he had a strong season coming up that he was the MVP. It was the year actually that I remember they were losing to the Vikings, and the Vikings like went for 2 or something crazy, and then he literally drove the ball. No. It was 4th and goal. They could have kicked the field goal. They were going for a touchdown. They missed it. The Vikings did. Then Russell Wilson with like under 2 minutes went 99 yards and scored a touchdown. That was like, yo, he's gonna win MVP. And then right after like the midway point, everything fell off.
I don't know. I'm high on Denver. Like stop playing. I might pick them 1. If everything goes like how I think it's gonna go,
I don't know.
And then Von Miller's still out there. I mean, they're saying he's interested. So I mean,
but they just got Randy Gregory on a big deal, so I think that kind of cancels that out. You don't think they can get him still?
But
where's he gonna fit? Where are they gonna put him?
They'll make it work.
All right,
we'll see. Players will make it work.
But I was gonna say Raiders are 4th, but honestly, you could put the Raiders in a different division. They're probably top 2 or top 3. Like they're not even terrible.
Yeah, it's not even like it's not that they're a bad team. It's just when you have those 3 heavy hitters in front of you, it's like
exactly. So AFC West is probably the best division in football now. I mean, we're gonna see, but barring injuries, of course.
Yeah, obviously that's obviously a big factor. But
I want to see what your boy Josh McDaniels can do outside of New England, because that'll be interesting too.
You know, obviously there was the whole thing with Indianapolis that happened a couple years ago that he became the coach and dropped out. I think I don't know. Like I said, it's just a tough position. Like you might end up last, but are you really last? Like that's how I'm gonna look at it. So I'm not.
You're last.
you're
You're
still
last.
last.
There's
Yeah,
no cutting
but-
it. There's literally no cutting it.
You're fourth. And
And just to speed through a couple of different free agent acquisitions and free agency craziness, obviously. So Kirk gets another contract by Minnesota.
Yo, that man has the best agent.
That
in the
boy's
world.
getting a bag,
That
bro,
man, yo.
for doing nothing. A whole lot of nothing, bro. Like,
I don't know who his agent is. I need to look him up. Yo, he has to sponsor
Yo,
us.
why was Case Keenum putting on more than he did, dude? Like that's
I don't
that
know.
agent needs to
crazy.
get us a contract with ESPN. man.
Yo, for real.
Like I'm talking about tiers and everything, but Kirk Cousins is just. He's like when I think about the definition of average, I think Kirk.
Mid.
No,
He's
Kirk
mid,
Cousins
dude.
is probably like
He's mid.
average, and like that's how I would base my quarterbacks. Like, are you better or worse than Kirk Cousins? And like, I don't know, 35 million for Kirk Cousins for a team that
How old is he? I feel like he's
he can't be that.
He's not that old.
He's definitely in his
but
30s.
He's
but-
not.
like late. It got to be mid 30s.
Oh yeah. Oh, easily.
See, that's old.
He's
I
isn't he the? He's the dad. Like he's the. There was like a
You like that?
There's a stereotype about him. He goes back to Minnesota. Yeah, we're bringing him back.
Yeah,
That's an L, bro. My brother watches this. He gonna feel tight. Also, someone that comments on our post is gonna be tight about that too. But that's a story for another day. So then speaking past that, obviously, with Cleveland, bro, what is going on in Cleveland, dude?
So actually, why am I forgetting the quarterback? Baker Mayfield.
Because he's trash.
He came out
You're
with
trash, dude.
he came out with a quote, and he's obviously still on the team, but he was basically saying like, "Thank you, Cleveland," like whatever happens, and obviously they're meeting with Deshaun Watson and everything.
Bro, he
so it's
sounds
like,
defeated, dude.
So,
he sounds defeated.
to me, like that relationship's fractured. Like, how you meeting? You're not seeing Buffalo having a meeting with Deshaun Watson. You're not seeing the Chargers having a meeting with Deshaun Watson. You're not seeing Green Bay have a meeting with Deshaun Watson. All these teams that have good quarterbacks. And
yeah,
Baker is supposed to be their franchise quarterback, and they're meeting with someone that they think is better.
Baker sucks.
Okay, yes, but I'm saying like you have to be defeated as a person. So when you come out with a quote, I can't even say that word. When you come out with a quote already saying thank you to the city while you're still there, anticipating that you're going to be gone, I don't know.
Bro, Baker sucks. I don't care. Like they deserve
I
a
think
different quarterback.
last
because
season definitely reflects poorly on him. The fact that Odell, he's been there for a couple of years and didn't work out for whatever reason, goes to the Chargers and instantly gets his value
not
up.
the Chargers.
I mean, I said Chargers.
The
What is it?
Chargers.
Yeah,
Wrong
we're,
LA.
we're
bro.
talking about the Chargers so much.
Wrong LA.
I know. We're
But
just
no,
talking
he
about-
ships out
with the Rams.
Odell gets shipped out because he's the guy that's making Baker bad or whatever. And then instantly Odell goes and wins the Super Bowl. Not saying that he was a big reason why they won it. I'm not saying he was the reason. And then now you look at it, they just cut Jarvis Landry,
His boy.
who Jarvis Landry got traded over there. And he actually did really good the first season and the first season with Baker. And dude, Baker just sucks, dude. And other people are taking the fall for it. Then
Dude, he sucks, dude.
when these people are gone, though, they thrive somewhere else while he still sucks. Their defense, bro, Cleveland's defense is they have Myles Garrett and they had Jadeveon Clowney. And literally they couldn't even make
They
the
still got
playoffs,
Denzel
bro.
Ward in the secondary. They got
And Greedy Williams.
That's what I'm saying.
2 first-round picks on cornerbacks.
and
like,
then running back instead.
Delpit,
So like
Grant Delpit was a really good safety that was drafted as well.
they got a good running game. So like all like you saw, all the supporting pieces are
I'm
there.
forgetting, bro. They have so many weapons, and this guy just stinks, dude. They have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in the backfield.
I think the receivers could be better, but
No.
I mean, it was Jarvis and then Donovan Peoples-Jones and then
and they have Donovan Peoples-Jones. He's good, and he was in wide receiver 3.
I don't know.
They have David Njoku, and they had Austin Hooper. Stop making excuses for this man.
I'm
He
not
sucks.
making
Yo, he
excuses.
sucks.
It's
You're
just
not even a Cleveland fan.
For real.
I'm not, but
I feel for him.
I root for Baker. Like I want to see him go out and be successful.
Why?
What, bro? This is the arrogant
What did he
Baker
do
that
for
was,
you?
bro. In college, Baker was flicking people off. He was
Yeah.
grabbing
Bro,
his crotch,
This
pointing
man,
at
no,
people.
he's such a bad guy. They do like the little thing, like the pregame meeting. He goes to shake their hand, and the people just look at him and don't do it. So what am I gonna do when I beat you? I'm gonna grab my nuts and I'm gonna. That's literally what. That's literally what he did.
Whoa.
That's
I'll
literally
tell
what
you
he
what,
did. He said choke like that. Like yo, he went off.
I'll tell
But
you
then-
what,
Choke on
bro.
what? No.
you know what? But
I'll tell you what, right now, bro, he got no nuts. That boy cannot do nothing,
Nah, because,
dude. I
okay,
don't care.
but I'm just saying, like you're saying, oh, everyone Baker's this arrogant guy. Nah, like look what he tried to do, and look how y'all treat him, and that's how he's gonna respond. That's just his personality. Like
hey,
he,
bro, we're
he just
all,
has fire
we're on your head, Baker. What you gonna do, bro? How about you play better?
And let's not ignore the fact that he did play injured last year. And I know football, if you're hurt and you can play and you're on the field, it's fair game. But he was definitely hurt last year. And you look at the year before, he still had a solid stretch.
Everybody battles with injuries, dude.
Everybody does. But when you're playing with a freaking messed up shoulder and you're supposed to throw the damn ball, I don't know how you're supposed to do that.
Then don't play. They had a better chance without him.
Yeah.
Bro. The Baker slander.
You know how football players are. You only get, I mean, obviously they extended the season. You only get a certain amount of games. It's not like the NBA. You get 82 games.
Let
if
me
you don't play
ask,
this
him
game.
playing those games, did that make him look better or worse?
It obviously made him look worse, but at least he was trying to tough it out. And
But why? Why did he do that?
because they do have a good team, and obviously, like you said, the argument
but
could be
he's
made.
not good.
He's not good, bro.
Their team is not gonna
Baker
be good.
stinks, bro. Baker stinks.
I mean, it's not like Case Keenum was going to take him any further.
Hey, man. Case Keenum over Kirk. Case Keenum over Baker.
Uh,
Kidding. We should have had Case Keenum as our backup, but we just signed Tyrod Taylor. Shout out to Tyrod. Tyrod's pretty nice.
I don't know. Baker was his backup at one point, and when Baker got drafted, Tyrod was
because Tyrod always just has this trend where he goes to a team and then a quarterback just takes off. Hey, Daniel Jones might take off now.
I doubt it.
Hey, we can talk about someone that you're talking about taking over Daniel Jones is Mitch Trubisky. Mitch Trubisky gets a contract with the Steelers.
You know, you wanted him on the Giants.
I wanted him as a backup, and honestly, I kind of wanted him just to ignite that fire in Daniel Jones.
He ignite that fire. He would have taken a starting spot. Daniel Jones is on the bench soaking like
literally, bro. It came out that Mitch Trubisky was looking for a team that he can get on the field and win. So the fact that he didn't go to New York is because he knows that he wasn't going to go there and start.
No, because he know he wasn't going to win. If he would have taken over that starting spot,
he's like, I want to get on the field and win,
not just get on the field.
Hey, when you're a good quarterback, you make the team win, right? I mean, I would hope.
All that being said, I actually like the move for the Steelers. I still think there's potential in there. I know, obviously, Bears fans, they don't like Trubisky, but he was drafted number 2 overall. And I know a lot of people are going to say it's a reach because he was drafted over Deshaun and drafted over Mahomes. And obviously,
crazy.
No,
dude.
and obviously, football-wise, you're definitely going to take those 2 over him. But I still think there's something there. I don't know. Maybe I'm a sucker for players that had talent that they still can. Maybe someone can untap it. And
now you're just a sucker.
But
you're just
you look at what they had last year. Big Ben was their quarterback. First of all, his arm looked like it hurt when he threw the ball, and he couldn't even move out the pocket. So, like,
damn, how did he make the playoffs over Cleveland with Baker Mayfield? Come on,
in the same division. Hey,
come on,
Baker was hurt. Okay, but so Trubisky adding to the offense, he gives them a dual
Baker's
threat.
arm looked hurt.
It was hurt. No,
yeah,
but Trubisky in that offense, just adding a mobile quarterback dual threat, I think it could open some stuff up. It gives them more options. Obviously, what they didn't have the past couple years. And Mike Tomlin, he's never had a losing season as a coach. So why am I going to sit here and believe that now that he could open up his offense to more stuff that they're going to be worse? And obviously, Trubisky, without question, he has to play good. And I think he will. I think Mike Tomlin could get it out of him.
We'll find out. Their offensive line is not good at all. Because Ben was able to stand in that offense because he's a big guy and doesn't get fractured.
He's a big guy.
He's a big guy. But just keeping it when you bring it up about Mitch Trubisky, obviously, as you know, Deshaun Watson. Where does Deshaun Watson has permission to seek a trade with a couple different teams. So teams like the Saints, the Panthers. I'm missing 2 teams. There's 2 other teams, but
he met with the Browns.
Oh, he met with the Browns, like you said.
So there's a lot of possibilities out there. He just got cleared of criminal lawsuit, so he's not going to be charged criminally, but he's still facing civil lawsuits. So he could still technically be suspended by the NFL, and we've seen that before where players haven't been charged in criminal situations like that, but they could still get suspended. So there's still teams that are going to shy away. So that's why I feel like you said, the Steelers are one of the teams linked, and obviously they end up going a different route. But with Deshaun, if I'm a team, I still got to wait and see what happens, because you could possibly trade for him. You're going to have to trade multiple firsts, maybe multiple seconds. Everything that you got, you're going to have to throw it out there. And it's like,
I'd give him my car and my house.
Yeah, but
to get him on my team.
So do the Texans not want him?
So
he didn't want to be there.
I heard about that.
I was going to say, this topic should be a topic for itself. And it probably will be.
We should just cut.
I just want to say, though, just to tell you that he requested for a trade from the Texans.
Before that, all that
and then all this stuff happened. Houston might be onto something. I don't know, but we'll talk about that another day. But real quick, if you had a question or if you had a prediction, where would he land? What'd you take? Does he play for another team this season?
I'll say.
And I have to say play. Does he play for another team?
I'll say no.
No?
I don't think he's gonna get traded. At least this season.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'll say the same thing. I mean, it's just too much to take a bet on.
I think a lot of teams are gonna want to wait and see. Like they have been waiting.
At least
seeing,
until the suits are.
At least until it clears up a little bit more.
That's true. I would say that he will. I'm just being. I want to see him play because the league is better when he's playing. Like he is. People forget what he did and who he was. If you guys did forget, look at the last playoffs that he played in when he was down to the Bills and came back. Yo, this man is like on a different tier. I remember coming out of college, they said he was the Michael Jordan of football. And I'm telling you, bro, he's talented. He's gifted. I want to see him play. Carolina, bro, you better move McCaffrey. You better move your arm and your leg to go get him because, like, you don't get that type of quarterback available. Like, that type of quarterback doesn't become available. He got a big deal with the Texans and then requested a trade because the Texans just, that's when they shipped out J.J. Watt and stuff like that. I remember J.J. Watt was like, he led the league in passing and they had like such a terrible record. And J.J. Watt went up to him and was like, yo, I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry that we couldn't help you, like stuff like that. So I don't know. That's my prediction, but it's a little biased in me. Just want to see him play.
It's been a crazy offseason though. Mm-hmm. Everything going on. It's still not even over.
Not even over. Brady, bro, you're gonna make us have.
You see,
I don't know.
You know,
that's a whole.
We didn't mention anything about it, but obviously, to me, the biggest storyline of the offseason was Brady coming back.
After
but
2
that's
months.
not the biggest. He just wanted to have the biggest storyline because that boy was away from the spotlight, bro. Was
it 2 months?
It wasn't even 2 40 days.
It wasn't even 2 months, bro. Like it's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
But all right, guys,
he got tired of his kids.
He got into a fight with Giselle. He said, "I'm out. I'm going to work."
The Balls in Your Face podcast on YouTube, The Balls in Your Face podcast on Instagram, Balls in Your Face podcast on TikTok, and BIYF the podcast on Twitter.
Hey, every week getting better.
Every week gets better, man. And hopefully you like us better every single week. Make sure you comment up. What is your takes on free agency? Is it wheels or doors?
It's called wheels or doors. That's right.
Just wheels or doors, straight up like that.
So just comment, let us know. Let us know your favorite teams. Let us know what your team has done in free agency. Let us know everything.
Subscribe, like it, hit that bell, do everything. What you got, Christian?
That's it.
Simple as that.
I'm Christian Rivera.
It's Josh Ramos.
I'm Zé Hernandez.
Bye.